Oh,
All
the
right.
abrupt ending. I've never
Sorry, I know.
heard. I
Got
like that version of that song.
it. I'm glad I found it at the last second.
I've never heard that before. That was beautiful.
Good
Well,
job.
anyways, welcome everybody. It's good to see some familiar faces, and it looks like there's some names that aren't quite so familiar. So welcome everyone to our Thrive Talk. I'm going to hand it over to Shannon because we have a very special guest tonight. Very special. Maybe the most special we've had on here. Don't tell your mom that.
Oh.
But yeah, so just so everybody knows, for the first half hour or so, Shannon and Selah will chat. And then after that, it's open for questions and really just an open community where you can ask questions or share your thoughts and all that. So Shannon, I'll pass it off to you.
Yeah, thank you. So my name is Shannon Scheller. I am a cancer mama as well as help out with the board at KICKcancER and run social media. M is our Australian mate that just brightens things up and makes everything better. So those are some of the faces for KICKcancER that are on here tonight. But we have our most important guest and because I asked her to write her bio and she's like, I'm 16 and this is the school I go to. I'm actually here to make everybody cry for the first part because
As you always do.
I asked Season to write her bio. So, this is from your mama.
Oh,
So, Selah is one of the most incredible young women I know. Fearless and confident, she walks with a deep love for Jesus and a heart that cares for others far more than herself. She can take down just about any big guy with her jujitsu moves, may or may not keep a knife handy at all times, and her style has always been her own unique creative outlet. Her voice is beautiful, and hearing her sing and write music has been both her emotional healing and our family's greatest blessing. She's also the best big sister. Though I know there are moments she'd happily put her brother in a chokehold, she has loved and cared for him selflessly since the day he was born. I can't wait for you to hear her unfiltered wisdom as she shares her experience of being a big sister while her brother walked through cancer. You're welcome, everybody. It just
oh,
opened
yeah.
up the
Woo.
floodgates. So, Selah, I knew I was like, no, no, we need a little bit more than just how old you are and what school you attend. And I knew your mother would bring it, and she did not disappoint. So, tonight was very special, mainly because we know that a lot of the focus always gets poured onto our cancer fighters, and we even try to honor, our moms and our dads, but ultimately, cancer affects the entire family. And a lot of times there are some unsung heroes that do not get a chance to often speak how they're feeling. And so we wanted to direct just this hour to love on our siblings. Kicker, stop trying to take Selah's time. So, um, so we wanted to honor all of our siblings today that are either watching live or recorded. We want you to know that you are loved, you are not alone, and no one better to acknowledge that than Miss Selah, who has walked this for the last 10 years, not only as the big sister of Kicker, but the big sis pretty much of KICKcancER movement itself. She's watched her mom selflessly pour into so many cancer kiddos and their families, as her mom has also changed how they eat, what they eat, how they detox, and all this stuff. And so it's living and breathing the life of my brother had cancer, right? And so now here we are. So, Selah, I just wanted to say thank you. You are on mute right now, just in case you didn't know. So,
I know, sorry, I'm like coughing up everything. I've been sick for the past 4 days, so that's just
well, and of course, I think Kicker was trying to squeeze
yeah.
it on your video. So,
And that he's on his way to jujitsu, and we're sharing a closet right now because he's been sleeping on the couch, so he like comes back and forth.
Yes. Yes. The travel life that you
Oh
guys
yeah,
have,
we love it.
just yes, it's beautiful. So let's tackle some of the fun questions first. So we're gonna get into the fun things, get those out of the way before we go deeper. And just all the challenging things. But what's your least favorite healthy food that your mom is like, you need to make sure you try this or have some of this? What's your least favorite healthy food? I'm cracking Savannah up as we speak.
Um, I don't really like cooked fish, actually, whether or not it be like healthy or whatever. Like, granted, every time my mom makes something in this house, it's healthy, but I won't eat cooked fish. I'll eat anything, but and I love sushi, but if it's cooked, I can't be in the house.
Not a
And I
fan.
can't do it.
The smell, all
I
the things.
can't.
And
All the
yet you
things.
live right next to the beach too. So the the fish smell is probably there quite often.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Okay. All right. So, what is, and I've seen some of these in your mom's stories and so forth. Sometimes unhealthy food gets its sneak in there. And so, what is your favorite unhealthy food that mom does not
Uh,
approve of?
that mom doesn't approve of a lot of things though. Um,
What's your favorite?
she knows it's bad for me, so like credit where credit's due. Um, I really like Talkies. I love them so much. Any gas station Talkies.
And
Only the original ones though. The
I
blue
think
ones look like they're
Savannah
gonna
is
kill
agreeing with you. Look at that. She's agreeing
I
with you.
me. So good.
and I have never given my Savannah Talkies, by the way.
They're
So
so bad for you.
no, actually, I think those are probably the most inflammatory food that there is.
You can make
I,
healthy ones though with carrots, and those ones are pretty good. They satisfy the yes.
okay, where is that recipe? Your mom
Yeah,
needs to
I think
post
it's on
that.
my mom's Insta. I've been making healthy Talkies. You just
Okay,
like do
well,
carrots with the lime juice and then you put all the seasonings.
okay. So I vote for Miss Selah to have her own little channel via your mom of making all the healthy versions of the unhealthy food for teens.
What?
That would be.
Maybe. I get pretty creative in the kitchen sometimes. There's
I love it. I love it. Okay. I've seen you guys plunge and do the saunas and all the things. So would you rather do a 5-minute cold plunge or 30-minute sauna? What's your choice?
I love being warm.
Mhm.
I hate the cold unless it's snowing. There has to be a purpose to the cold. Otherwise I can't no. If you there's like 5 different fluffy blankets on my bed. Like I cannot be cold. I will take the sauna any day. I love it. I love being warm and I love just regulating my body temperature in that way because it's healthy and also for some reason my body temperature is always like doesn't know what it's doing. So I most definitely rather sauna.
Sauna it is. Sauna it is. All right. If we have any other siblings on here, you guys can feel free to answer some of these questions as well. So your favorite unhealthy food, and your least favorite healthy food. You guys can always put that in the chat or you can unmute yourself. So we would always love to know those things. Um, okay, let's see. Selah. Let's get a little deeper, shall we? All right. As you have grown alongside Kick Cancer Movement, and I have to say, because I think you were 7 years old when I started following your mama. So I can say I feel like I've watched you grown up, even though I've never met you in person. So it's you're such a beautiful woman. But what are some of the most profound ways that you've seen Kick Cancer evolve and change alongside your family?
Um, I'd say that it's changed like a lot in like the simple things that we do. I think it's more like spread out, like just like seeing you guys, like we have people everywhere. As in back when we were just in Mount Shasta, like it was very kind of like small, I'd say. I think it's grown a lot, and just with growth comes change. But I think that like my mom and my parents' heart of like Kit Cancer has really just like stayed the same, and that has really like built it up to what it is today. And that's also like really inspiring to see is like when life changes, my parents' morals don't.
Mm,
And that's really like foundational.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's one of the things even that called to me to even give back to Kit Cancer was that there is a true and pure foundation that your parents have built. And regardless of seeing like the kit change, and then your dad threw in his own part of Kit Cancer, and he's like, we want athlete scholarship, and and pretty soon maybe Selah's part. I don't know, whatever that is. We'll be thinking on that.
Cooking school.
Yes. Okay. Reflecting on your unique position as both a super sibling and then, of course, the daughter of the founders, right? What are some personal challenges and then also triumphs that you've experienced? We'll start with the challenges.
Challenges. I personally, I tend to say I'm fine a lot. If my parents had a dime for every time I said that I was fine, not intending to rhyme. Oh my gosh. I- that
More
we
rhyming.
would have a lot more money. Um, I tend to just like bury things, and I try to keep my problems aside because I think that the family's problems are bigger. Which to yes is true, and my parents were even saying like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, like that was helpful, but like in the long run, you should have said something."
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times that I should have said something and I didn't,
Yeah.
because like I was viewing a lot of it as like, oh, like they're taking care of Kicker. I need to take care of myself because taking care of two that's a lot of work. So I was like, okay, I can like pull my ends. Like I'll clean the house before they come home, all the things. But honestly, a challenge is definitely like opening up. And even to this day, I'll just be like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then I actually have to like sit there and be like, okay, we're not fine. Why are we not fine? And how do I change that I'm not fine?
Yeah. And
So that's definitely been a challenge.
probably forced you to grow up a lot faster and, masking those emotions so that they can tackle what they want to. But obviously this is one of the biggest reasons I think it's so important for us to have these conversations, is because I know you're not the only sibling that's ever felt that way. That there's so many of them that have just been like, I know I'm not fine, but I'm gonna say it because I don't want to transfer my problems on to whatever else they're dealing with. And you said that really well. Um, what about some triumphs? Like, can you get some positive takeaways out of all of this?
Triumphs, it built our family so much stronger in like every aspect. And by every aspect, I mean like all of them, like physical, emotional, spiritual, any other aspects there are.
Yeah.
It really just like built us really close. And like we're human too. Like we will all have our moments and we'll all just like not talk to each other, and then we'll wake up and everything's like, okay guys, we're coming together to do this. It doesn't matter if we're not like we don't all like each other, but like we're doing this as a family. And it's definitely one of those things where it taught our family not to just like quit. And I think we've become really resilient to that. So I think that's most definitely a win of just like seeing the bigger picture and being like, wow, yes, that happened, but yes, we're also stronger because of that.
Yeah. Resilience and perspective, is everything. It's a lot of it. Um, let's see. Looking back, what are some aspects that you cherish and any that you wish were different? I guess it's a similar question to what we just said, but any aspects that you cherish and some that you wish were different?
Um, I definitely cherish the times that we did have together more so than I would have. I cherished when my parents got to come home and like it was like the four of us and we like just got to hang out and it wasn't like, oh, we're in the hospital, oh, you're at your aunt's, oh, this, oh, that. Like it was just us. And I think I learned to value and appreciate my family more so because I know what it's like to not have them always there.
Yeah.
Um, I think I definitely cherish quality. Quality time is my biggest love language. So I think that most definitely like played a part into like, oh my gosh, you guys are hanging out with me. Yay. And like we're just all together as family. I cherish that a lot.
Yeah. Because we ended up sending our Super Sib with other family members as well. And I was so lucky that we had other family members around at the time, because I couldn't imagine what we would have done otherwise. So I love the fact that you guys also had your aunt there at the time and you guys grew close with that side of the family. Um, but it's very different though when you still get to be back and all together. Um, yeah. Um, I would say going into the emotional experiences, like personally what you feel through this, I can say that we've had a mom who had expressed that she had even heard her other kids say things like, I wish I was the one that had cancer. Now, obviously, they don't know really what they're saying, but there is this sense of jealousy that can happen because the one who's fighting cancer is getting all the attention, or they're with them all the time at the hospital. Um, or words like you pick that one and you don't love me, or and it's especially depending upon how young the kids are, there's just a lack of understanding and kids can come to their own conclusions of what's really going on. And so the journey of a super sib comes with a lot of its own emotional experiences. How have you found ways to process and deal with those emotions?
Um, I like my mom said in that crazy bio, I was just not expecting that. Um, I'm a singer-songwriter, so I put a lot of my emotions into something most people will never see. And I like keeping it that way. I journal and oh my gosh, Jackson! Hi, Jackson. Um, anyways, I enjoy writing a lot. I love writing my music, and it gives me a healthy like output and also something that is just for me. And I mean, maybe sometimes my family, they've heard a few of my things, but I really just use music as such an outlet, and I'm so thankful that God has given that to me because none of my other family is like musical in that way. So I really love having creativity and just that like outlet to express myself.
What do you mean? Your mom is musical. She could
Oh
totally
my
sing
gosh,
and
don't get me
dance.
started.
That was not God's gift for your mother, but that's okay. She has so
No,
many
we
other
still love
talents.
her though.
Yes, yes. Have you sought any support as far as emotional experience? So obviously guitar, songwriting, that is such a great outlet, and I'm glad that you've found that. Have you sought any other support outside of that?
Outside of family, not really. I really confide in my uncle and my aunt actually.
Yeah.
I love them. Love them to pieces. They're coming soon, and I'm really excited for this weekend. But I love them. All of my journals, my uncle actually keeps them. So I write in my journals, it's like 6 months worth of life. And we sit in his truck and I'll sit there, laugh, cry, do whatever. Just read it to him. No commentary. And I'll just give them to him. And probably has like six at this point.
Uh-huh.
He just keeps all these journals because also we have come to this conclusion that if I keep looking back on them, I'll just keep falling back also.
Mhm.
So having this place where I can express myself and then
Yeah.
have someone else know and then leave it, like
Yeah.
leave it there, leave it in the past, say yes it happened but it doesn't define me, has been really helpful. I talked to my mom about a lot of stuff and my dad as well. They've really like after the whole kicker thing happened, they've come back and been like, "Hey, so like are you good too?" And like every now and then they just come back and check on me and I'm really
Yeah.
like grateful for that of just like, guys, they didn't forget me.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's important obviously for parents to check in, but I think even having your uncle or someone that people can feel safe to talk to. And I know there are some places that have things like talk therapy or play therapy, and I think that probably with your uncle that would be like talk therapy. It's not like he's coming in there to fix you, but he's allowing you to say your feelings, your thoughts with no judgment, with no whatever. It's just allowing you to say those. And a lot of the times that itself can be healing. So that's good. Faith obviously plays a significant role in the Kick Cancer philosophy and as far as your parents and what they built the foundation of this on. How has your faith been influenced by your experience, and how do you see it as part of maybe even your healing process?
Faith has sort of been like my faith walk has been like so up and down, but I think that that whole like just start of my life really was like it was like the building blocks. It was like the foundation of like who God is and who his character is and how that applies to me in my life
Mhm.
and how that affects my parents' life and my brother's life and the people who are caring for us. I think the biggest way that I saw God show up is actually through the people who showed up at the hospital and like contributed to helping my brother
Mhm.
and like all of those aspects of just like the fact that they showed up. I was like seeing somebody not only care about themselves really shows God to me because that's who he is.
Yeah.
And that was definitely like the building blocks of my faith. And I think that if I didn't have that,